Hey guys, this is Dr. Estes, the Executive Director for the Southeastern Grasslands Initiative, and today we are at Little River Canyon National Preserve here in Cherokee and DeKalb County, Alabama, up on the Cumberland Plateau atop Lookout Mountain. And behind me, across, what you can see there is the West Fork of the Little River. And so we're up from the canyon section, kind of up where the river is sort of still quite entrenched down in this canyon, but not really deep like the lower section is. And so here you have a bedrock bottom stream. There's a sort of a, not really quite a cliff face, but it's certainly a sandstone outcrop that is next to the river. And then perched up on top of that is what we call an edaphic grassland, E-D-A-P-H-I-C. Basically that is a grassland that is a grassland because of the intrinsic geological or soils factors. So in this particular case, it's kept in a grassland condition because of the really shallow soil conditions, extreme drought. You can imagine if you're those loblolly pines up there, for example, your roots are not going down super deep. And so, especially with really severe droughts every 100 years, 50 years, whatever, you're really prone to being killed back by some major droughts. So those two factors in combination help to maintain these as open areas. And because the dominant vegetation there is grasses and grass-like plants, there's some sedges up there. There's a lot of herbaceous plants on the ground, what we call forbs, several shrub species, a lot of lichen cover. There's some succulents there because it's really high and what we call xeric or extremely dry. So this is a sandstone glade and outcrop community, and there are several species here at Little River Canyon that are completely endemic to these glade systems. Coreopsis pulchra is a tiny or a small member of the sunflower family is over there. Minge's fame flower, this beautiful little pink flower that only opens at certain times of the day. And there are several other endemic species that are only found globally right here. What else is interesting about Little River Canyon while we're here to talk about, it's not grassland related, but it's actually in the river itself. Down in the cracks of the bedrock is a tiny little member of the arrowhead family, Sagittaria, that is mostly endemic to just a few rivers here in North Alabama. It's called Sagittarius secundifolia, Krauss water plantain, and it's a federally threatened species found here. So between the glades up here and the river down here, those are really two extremely cool habitats. And then the final thing I'll mention is when you get up on the top of the plateau is a flat tableland up there. Historically, we think a lot of that was shortleaf pine, maybe loblolly pine, some longleaf in places, but pine oak savanna that is now extremely fire suppressed, and so you have savanna species up there, a lot of coastal plain disjuncts. And then finally, as you get down to the riverbank here, and by the way, there's some swales up there that have green pitcher plant. But as you get down to the riverbank, even like along the seepy banks of the stream, you can get green pitcher plant, Sarracenia aureophila, even down in places throughout the Little River Canyon Preserve there. So again, guys, thanks for joining. You never know where your grasslands are going to be here in the southeast. And again, we're in southern Appalachia. Even here, there are small-scale grasslands that need our conservation. If you want to help document the biodiversity of these, we have an iNaturalist project set up for the sandstone glade ecosystem. And you can find that by looking at our iNaturalist account. Please be sure to visit our website, segrasslands.org, and find out how you can help us. Thanks.